Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Anastasia, on the ones and twos, threes and fours. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So as I promised, I'm gonna give you guys a special effects look that will go hand in hand with the headband DIY that I did in one of my previous videos. So this one was a journey. I played around with some new colors and also some new ideas. If you guys saw my Shein haul, you noticed that I got some more water-based activated palettes, and that's the palette right there. That's the palette that we're going to be featuring today. And when I tell you this palette did what it's supposed to do, it did exactly what it's supposed to do and more. As you can see, when you're dealing with water activated liners or paints, you have to kind of play with it a little bit and feel the texture and all of that other stuff. This particular brow, as you can see, I went in a little bit ham. I needed to take my time, but I was not familiar with how the product actually works and how it dries down and everything like that. So by me doing this, I got to really understand the product and how I can get the best payoff, and I corrected everything that I needed to correct on my other eye. I already went ahead and have in my green contacts, and you guys have seen this fiery yellow and orange wig that I've been rocking ever so often. And as you can see, I finalized the other brow, and I'm gonna go in with cotton rad, and we're gonna basically clean up the brow and get it all nice and dandy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So at this part of the game, I am basically going to be playing around with the colors, and in this particular palette it has a lot of bright colors, it has neon colors, and I was basically playing around with some neon colors. You're gonna see me going with like a white shimmery neon color, and I'm basically going to create a new shape for my nose going all the way into my eye, and it will eventually become my eyeshadow for the look. And I'm gonna be going in with that white, orange, and a yellow, as you can see right now, and black, and we're just gonna basically build the shape. This is basically, I would call it the shell of the look, or the bones of the look, where I'm just playing around with different shapes, and then once I get the skull of the look built, I can always add dimension and go in and, you know, do what I do best. I hope everybody has been doing well. I want to take this time out to shout out each and every one of you guys who have been supporting the channel and watching the videos and watching the live. I've been going live pretty often, and for the people who watch my lives in the replay, thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. To all of my new subscribers, welcome to the Lashmi Read family. To all my OGs, thank you guys so much. I have a couple videos that are out. I have my Shein haul video and my DIY video, and you're also gonna see what I created in the end in the DIY video as well. So thank you guys so much for the love and support, and just know that I'm trying my best to give you guys quality content, but know that this is not for the weak, especially coming up with authentic looks that nobody has ever done before other than myself. So it does take a lot of brain work and artistry to bring you guys these fire looks, and I would want it no other way. So thank you guys so much. So at this point in the game, I already went ahead and full out my forehead with the black, and I'm just going in with the ends of the brush, and I'm basically using every other color against itself. So I'm using the black on top of the yellow on top of the orange, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the whole entire nose bridge and the arch of the eyes. And at this point, the look was coming together, but I was still not happy with how it was looking. But I said to myself, you know what, just take your time, breathe, and it will come to you. Because as I said, I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do something, and I was just letting my natural instincts take over. So I was a bit nervous at this point, I'm gonna be honest. And then I told myself, you know what? Let us carve out the bottom part of my face just to give this look a little bit more dimension and also do something a little bit more different. No, my intentions were to keep the skin that you see from my mouth up to under my eyes, like a skin tone vibe, but I end up ditching that for more gold or reflected type of skin. But you guys can tell me what you think about this little idea, if you liked it or hated it. It was kind of a risk because it somewhat made my face look more fat. In some instances, it looked like a beard. I was just going through it. At this point, as you can see, I've already put foundation on, and then I'm just using some of that white to highlight my under eye because I really wanted it to be bright. And if you notice when you look at it, it wasn't giving me the Vativan foam that I was looking for. So I said at this point, we're gonna have to do something about this under eye and this whole skin-like thing because it's not working out. It's not looking like how I envision it. So what I'm gonna do is add some purple eyeshadow underneath the eyes. Then I'm gonna add that gold in the tear ducts. And then when I start adding that gold, trust you me, I just went ham and say, you know what, this looks more like a goldish, filish type of look, and we can use it to the best of our ability. And that's what I did. And I also turned the brows into an ombre with purple because the headband does have a pop of purple, so I wanted to execute that as well. And quite as it's kept, this could easily be a pride look as well, since we're in the month of June, and if you guys don't know, it's Pride Month, so it's like a twin-one special, I guess. But it was not my intention. It was just me feeding off of the headband and just trying to come up with something new. But rest assured, I think I love the finished look. Sometimes you just have to stuck in there and, you know, roll with the punches. Not everything is going to be perfect, but you can also learn from your mistakes because there's a lot of things I will do again, and there's a lot of things I will never do again where this look is concerned. But you have to fail in order to succeed. But I think eventually everything worked out for the better. As you can see, I was just only supposed to highlight just the inner ducts, but I end up putting that gold shimmer everywhere, which to me elevated the look and gave me that little punch that I needed. But you know me, I will have to go in and do some freckles and stuff like that just to emphasize on it. And I think it needed just a little bit more punch because I didn't want it to look like a beard necessarily, but it was giving very much beard. So I had to add the freckles type of look in order to kind of just feminize it a little bit, if you understand what I mean. But overall, I think it did what it's supposed to do. So after this, I'm just putting on some some final touches. I tried on the headband, as you guys can see. And the headband looks so beautiful with the look. And I was just kind of just figuring it out and trying to see if I feel it. But I had to also change into my all black outfit in order for the vision to come together. Well, this is just me figuring it out if I love. I've had my face look a little bit fat. I don't know, but I think the overall attempt was really good. And I will call this Empress Katana. And we're just gonna fill in the black right down to my décolleté, just to complete the look a little more. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. And until next time, remember, a beat and a beat for the gods. Bye, my lovelies.
I'll be